Today we'll be going over all of the new vehicle buffs, nerfs, and changes here in the new Jailbreak Season 28 update. Alongside that, we also know how fast the new level 10 vehicle will be going in this season, you know, the Katana, so we'll be going over all of that in this video. Before that though, I do want to mention here real quick that we are doing a free sales tier giveaway here in Jailbreak at 55k subs. And so if you want to go ahead and join in for that, then all you have to do is be subscribed with your post notifications on, so that way you're notified of when it's happening, and so that way you're actually able to enter, because only subscribers can do that. It's also completely free, so you pretty much have nothing to lose anyways. But anyways, getting into all of these new vehicle changes here, we are starting with the Trailblazer. This one got a pretty good buff in this update. The top speed of this vehicle has been upped from 249 miles per hour to 260, so, you know, pretty good increase there. The reverse speed has been nerfed from 91 miles per hour to 90 miles per hour, so that means that this vehicle is pretty much unusable now, you know, a whole 1 mile per hour, guys. That, like, unbelievable. The acceleration was also buffed here a little bit, so that way it's a little bit more similar to the Cobra, and they also obviously added turrets onto the vehicle here, so overall pretty good changes. Moving on to the next vehicle here, we have the tow truck. If I could find it, there it is. This one is actually a really weird change. So basically what they did here is, you know, they increased the top speed from 132 miles per hour to 157, which is okay. I'm not really too sure why they did that. But the thing that's weird about this vehicle now is they actually, you know, significantly buffed the reverse speed from 55 miles per hour to 143, guys. This vehicle has gotten to the point where it feels faster driving it backwards than forwards. Like, this thing is, why did they do this? But yeah, alongside that, they also slightly decreased the launch, they increased the acceleration and the deceleration, and they also decreased the braking. So yeah, overall, very confusing changes. I don't really know why they did this. It was completely unnecessary, but okay. Moving on here to the next vehicle, we have the Goliath, or the Goliath as I used to call it. So pretty much what they did here is they nerfed the top speed from 201 to 184. They nerfed the reverse speed from 85 to 55. They buffed the acceleration and the braking. They nerfed the turning speed. They increased the traction by a lot. And yeah, overall, it feels pretty much the exact same. So yeah, for the next vehicle here, we have the Molten M12 right there. They basically just buffed this thing a lot. Starting with the max speed here, they increased it from 260 miles per hour to 296. They increased the reverse speed from 80 miles per hour to 88. The acceleration was buffed a little bit, and the launch was nerfed a little bit to compensate for all of the buffs and stuff that this vehicle had. So, you know, overall, pretty good change. But moving on now here, though, we have the XRK, the GTR. This got absolutely ruined in previous updates, according to you guys. And, well, now all of that has been completely reverted, and this is just back to normal now. The top speed was increased by 1 mile per hour from 217 to 218 for some reason. The acceleration, the deceleration, and the traction were all nerfed and decreased, and other than that, that's pretty much it. Now for our next vehicle, the Hammerhead, just like the Trailblazer, they added turrets to it, and other than that, that is pretty much it for this. Moving on from that to the Power 1, though, this one is actually broken right now. Previously, the top speed was 244 miles per hour, but now it's 248. 263 was the intended buff. I'm pretty sure that bug has been fixed now, and it is actually 263 miles per hour, so, you know, pretty cool. Alongside that, they also increased the reverse speed from 69, you know, funny number, to 83 miles per hour, so they basically ruined the vehicle for me right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Power 1 there. Moving on to the Airtail, this is not a vehicle I was expecting to be changed. So basically what they did here is they increased the top speed from 249 to 272, and they also increased the reverse speed from 73 to 80, and then they also improved the acceleration. So overall, a pretty nice change for those that use the Airtail. Now for the SWAT van though, they didn't really change too much with this in this update. They basically just increased the reverse speed from 54 to 62 and increased the launch a little bit. So yeah, moving on from that to our final vehicle today, we have the Iceborne. I also was not expecting this to get changed, but well, here we are. Pretty much all they did here with the Iceborne is they increased the reverse speed from 86 miles per hour to 99 miles per hour, so not a really big difference there. Alongside that, they also decreased the turn speed a little bit, not too much though, it's not really noticeable. They did also decrease the traction a little bit, though again, I'm not really noticing that, and honestly, this basically feels the exact same as it did before. But now for the level 10 vehicle, the Katana over here, what are the stats on this? Alright, so the top speed of this vehicle is apparently 246 miles per hour, while the reverse speed is 77. The acceleration is apparently very close to the Manta, so if you own the Manta, then it should be something like this. Alongside that, the turn speed will be the same as the Iceborne here, so if you own the Iceborne, then the turning will be like this. The seating capacity is obviously 2 because, well, the vehicle only seats 2 people. The health is exactly 75. And then as for the pit maneuver cooldown, that is exactly 2 seconds, which is about the same as the other vehicles in the game. For those that don't know, the pit maneuver cooldown is basically how long your tires are popped or disabled for when you get pit maneuvered, so yeah, about 2 seconds. Not only that, but this vehicle does also have a new engine sound. It has the same, like turbocharged sound as the Manta and the Wedge. The exhaust pipes actually have, functional particle effects. It has active suspension here at the back, a unique license plate. It's got animated butterfly doors like, the Beam Hybrid does, and it also has this default texture. So yeah, overall, pretty cool vehicle. As for if you should grind this season or not, honestly, I think so. The model is unique, it's got some cool things to it, and it's also really fast as well. Obviously, it's not going to be as fast as a Beignet, Javelin, or Scorpion or anything, but 246 miles per hour with that good of an acceleration is still pretty good. So yeah, other than that, those are pretty much all of the new vehicle changes here in Jailbreak Season 28. Make sure to go ahead and put what you think is the best vehicle change here in this update down below in the comments, and yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it.